Some get to leave, the vast majority can't. One such person trapped in Gaza, journalist Tagreed Al-Qadari, who joins us now live on the phone. Thank you very much for joining us. Tell us what you're seeing right now.
It's terrorizing. You know, we are in the dark. 1 million of the Gazans are in the dark now, but all you can hear now, drones hovering in the sky of Gaza, F-16 striking from time to time, and also artillery shells, and you can hear what's happening, you know, in east of Gaza. And the crazy thing, you know, even in this neighborhood where I am now, Israel, you know, everybody thinks that Israel will bomb a mosque nearby, which is like less than 100 meters away from where I live. And some in the neighborhood, you know, escaped, but like others were too. No shelters, no places. Those who escaped, they escaped into another neighborhood that is also dangerous. You don't know where is safe anymore. Israeli planes drop many leaflets in the entire, you know, in every inch of Gaza City saying evacuate. And in the north, they even dropped leaflets telling people evacuate to the city, but also in the city they are dropping these leaflets warning the population to leave. It's really terrorizing. Shihab?
Yeah, I mean, there are these rumors then, and the suggestion from those leaflets that mosque may be targeted. Is there any sign of Hamas in your neighborhood?
No, not at all. And this is the thing. You don't know what's the target anymore. What's the target anymore? You don't know who is your neighbor anymore. You don't know who's living in your neighborhood anymore. There are no Hamas leaders in my neighborhood. But you don't know who is supporting, you know, you don't know. You are really you don't know who is in the military wing anymore. You know, you are feeling like really in a trap everywhere in Gaza. The mosque, it's been always there. And all of a sudden, you know, they're bombing these mosques. You don't know why. There are some mosques in some neighborhood where, of course, fighters will take as refuge because they're everywhere, no places for them, and then Israel will justify the destruction of these mosques. But it's really terrorizing. This is the first time Israel is targeting mosques. They've never done it before. And I think it's kind of psychological war, beside, of course, the military war, you know, that they are choosing to go, you know, into. But this is the first time they have succeeded in terrorizing every single person in Gaza. It's kind of punishing every individual.
Once you saw that drop of leaflets, though, saying you should leave, and of course Israel will say that they've discharged their responsibilities to minimize civilian casualties having dropped those leaflets, why didn't you leave the area?
Shihab, where to? I tried, you know, like if I talk about myself, and I hate talking about myself, I tried to escape to my brother's place. You know, I have a brother here, but he lives next to the sea. So it was really awful, you know, to be around that neighborhood because it's really close to the sea, and Israeli warships are near there, and the shelling is unbelievable. And as a journalist, I didn't want to be stuck a little bit far from the center. I live in the center of Gaza City. I want to be very close to the Shifa hospital. I want to be able to move here and there in few minutes. But I live next to the parliament that was destroyed. I live next to the police station. I live next to everything that was destroyed, and I felt every bombing, and it's really like you feel it's like it's in your house, you know, when the house is shaking as a result of this bombing, and then the windows will and then the fear as a journalist, you see the aftermath of each bombing, because you see all these dead people, all these injured people, and you are really more terrorized. And the crazy part, when you see all these children around you, I mean, like the children, some of them are able to express themselves, others are not. Some can draw, and the drawing is really unbelievable. This is what they draw. They draw like a kid, he's 6 years old. This is what he drew. Like it was silent night. We had candles, and then this is what he drew, like a boy that is alive, and then a boy that is dead. And you ask him, why this guy is dead? And then he would say, you know, Israel killed this boy, and that boy is the friend of the other. And it's really like children are terrorized, and the fathers are unable to protect their kids. And it's really humiliating for the father figures. And also the mothers are trying to hide their fear away from their kids, but they are unable. So the moment they will hear the explosion, all the family members around you, and I really lived with many families here. I couldn't live on my own, so I really I feel like I am an embedded, you know, reporter here, trying to move from a family to another family, just to feel, you know, what is it like for families, for kids, for parents.
Tagreed Al-Qadari, thank you very much.